be honest, it took me 4 hours to do it on myself. Let's finish up my hair. So yesterday I had my hair, what was it? Blow dried and pre-parted. And today we are just going to finish everything up. So I just have it in like single strand so I can just pick it up and get it done. And the only thing I'm going to be using today is this oil. That's the only thing that I've been putting on my hair since yesterday evening anyway. So let's get to it. Right, so I'm just going to put my hair up. Stay up, my dear. So I counted the strands last night and it was 44. I'm using 1 pack of this hair that I got off of, was it Temu? I think it was Temu. I got it off of Temu. It's called Meepo. Yeah, that's what the hair is called. Meepo. And this is what it looks like. And it is like a weft kind of hair. Hey, it is soft. I think it's synthetic. So we're going to see how long this is going to hold on my hair. Honestly, I was going to do like jumbo braids then with, you know, curls hanging off. But when these curls came, I saw that they were not black enough. So I just decided to become this is the beginning of my journey of being like a mini braid warrior. But I'm not going for the mini braids. I'm going for medium braids because I can't. I was doing the parts last night. I was going to do 5 at the front, but I was like, I'm doing braids. Not just that easy to take down. Braids, not so much. So this is what the hair is looking like. It does look nice, honestly. It looks nice and soft. Don't embarrass me. Yeah, so it is 28 inches. I'm just going to use what I have. I'm not going to be getting like that hair with the thin thing. I'm just going to do it boho style, you know, feed-in boho style. That is what I know. So this is what the weft is looking like. So it came in 3 bundles, by the way. It's really soft. But you know what synthetic hair is sometimes? It's soft at the beginning and in the end, not so much. You're going to be having tangles. So I just realized that just the day before yesterday, I gave up my braiding rack to charity. Like, I was just getting rid of stuff that I was not using. And I was like, I'm not going to be braiding my hair a lot this year, so I probably don't need the braiding rack, so I gave it up for charity and now I need it. So alright to me. So this is what the weft is like. So I'm just going to bring out 45 pieces first. I'm going to place 45 pieces on my bed, then I'm just going to be picking it up from there and I'm going to be feeding it in. That's the plan. So this is the weft. I'm just going to be cutting it off. Okay, that is all cut. I have a lot of shedding already, but I guess it's alright. So 45 pieces, here I come. I just like to be organized and see, I have a weft hanging here. Right, so I am finally done placing all the pieces. Let me show you how it looks. So I've just put out 45 pieces on my bed because, like I said, I gave out my charity, not my charity, I gave out my braiding rack to charity a couple of days ago. So your girl has no braiding rack. And that was just 1 weft, so I still have 2. And I am just going to do the same for everything. So I did not want it to be too full at first, but I've got 45 braids in my hair and I don't want it to be too scanty either. So that is why I'm just going to use everything. I'm going to use everything. So let's see how it's going to look. Right, so I have everything laid down. We are officially starting at 12:43. I want to see how long this will take me to install. So let's just say 12:45 because I've got to set the movie up. So 12:43, let's get started. I'm going to be using a lot of oil because I don't want this thing to tangle. Anyhow. So let's get started. So this is what one section is looking like. So my plan is to have like 1 at the top, 2 in the middle. Like, let me give 1 strand. 1 at the top, 2 in the middle, then 2 towards the end, then I braid, then I twist, and then I'm going to let it fall. So that is a total of 5 pieces, I guess. So I'm just going to put 5 pieces. This is what I'm using for 1 braid. So I'm going to put out 5 pieces and then I'm going to start braiding. Let's begin. Now, throughout this entire process, I'm going to make sure my hands are oily. My hands have to be oily. And I'm using a mixture of Jamaican black castor oil. What's the name of the other oil? I've forgotten the name of the other oil. All right, on the screen. Yeah, I got them off TikTok shop. It's from Nurifi, the other oil. Right. So I'm going to start off with the 2 pieces that I want at the end. I want these to be a bit bigger. I don't know if I want this hair too long yet. So I'm putting out what I think will be 5 pieces. You know, my only prayer is that this thing should not tangle as bad, because I want to rock this for like a month and a half. So it better be nice to me. Right, I've got my pieces laid out. I'm just going to get started. I really don't plan on using gel. Even the aloe vera gel that I have, I don't want to use any sort of product except oil on this hair. Even shea butter, I don't want to use that. So let's see how that goes. Right, so this is the first piece. I was supposed to take it off at the beginning, but it is what it is. So the first piece, I've taken it out. I am going to braid. Then I am going to introduce the second piece. two last pieces. So I've just finished with my natural hair. So I think I'm just going to curl this part, twist this part like this so it doesn't unravel quickly. And that should be it. Yeah, I'm just hoping this doesn't turn out too boneless, especially because I blow dried my hair, so obviously it's going to be looking a bit thin. So I'm just going to do the other pieces and I'll see you guys back. Goodness, it's 1:35 and it feels like there's nothing on my hair. This is very light, I'm scared. So I've done the two back rows. I'm just going to go onto the front, yeah, I'm just going to keep going. It's too light. This is too light. What am I supposed to do with myself? Yeah, so I'm going to start going like round and round in a circle now until I'm done. See ya. So it's like a day later, and today's Wednesday, the 11th of February. I finished doing my hair on Monday. Well, I was so tired, I was like, I'm not showing this. But anyway, I took it to work yesterday, and yep, this is it. So I just used this very light net, and I'm hoping that will prevent tangling, this very light net. Why did no one tell me that Miracle Knot is so light? Because this thing is so light. This thing is light, and it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Honestly, it's so light, and I think it's a really nice hairstyle, especially for people who don't want like heavy hairstyles. It's a nice, cute hairstyle. So I think I finished this hair at, to be honest, it took me 4 hours to do it on myself. It took me 4 hours to do this hairstyle on myself, so maybe 4.5, especially because I kept watching anime instead of, concentrating on what I was doing. So these are medium-sized parts. This, look at that. That is just, hey, oh my goodness. Imagine using just your own hair and just attaching curls to it, and it turns out like this. And this hair is not even full. I have exactly 44 strands on my hair, but it's not too full, but it's perfect. Okay, so these are both sides steamed. I'm really loving the way it's looking. I really like the way it's looking. Now I can actually rake my fingers through. Some of the curliness of some of the braids, obviously some of them are still there, but some of the curliness have straightened, which is good. I'm just going to... So the almond oil and the Jamaican black castor oil, they're two different oils. The almond is lighter and the Jamaican black castor oil is heavier. So I realized that it keeps hanging off the bottle. I put it in a clear bottle. I don't know if you can tell, but these are the almond, this is the almond oil and the Jamaican black castor oil, and the Jamaican black castor oil, it's the darker color, so it always sits at the bottom, and the almond oil hangs at the top since it's the lighter oil. So I always have to like shake it for them to mix. See, it's become a thicker color again, so they don't mix in there, so I'm always shaking it in like my dropper bottle. So let me just oil the hair. I'm really trying to avoid putting like a lot of product because I am beginning to hate my hair having any sort of whiteness because of product buildup. So the only product I shall be using now on my scalp shall be oil. We shall do it old school. Then if I do want my edges to like be slayed a bit, I'll have to use the, what's it called? The aloe vera gel that I got from Nurifi here on TikTok shop. This scalp has to shine, putting oil in it. Yeah, all done. That's it for the hair. Hope you like watching this video updates, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.